I tried my best. No, it was not me.
I think it's actually got a positive outcome for our event. People see Trump as a more evidence.
On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC.
Wherever the
On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC. On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC.
Yeah, I
On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC. I can't hear you. On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC. On July 15th, where will we be? Inside and sound of the RNC. Woo! Let's go! Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy sounds like. This is what democracy sounds like. Show me what democracy sounds like. This is what democracy sounds like. Show me what democracy sounds like. This is what democracy sounds like. Woo! Whose streets? Our streets. 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 Whose city? Our city. Whose city? Our city. Whose city? Our city. Whose city? Our city. Whose country? Our country.
Whatever. Okay. Hey everyone, this is Dan at Unicorn Riot. We're here live in Milwaukee at the Republican National Convention 2024. The street march is about to start. Some of our equipment overheated. We rebooted it. The march is going to go a few blocks around towards the so-called soft security zone at the outside of the convention, which is downtown behind us. So thank you all for tuning in. If you support our work, unicornriot.ninja/donate. We're going to try to bring you these conventions live and bring you interviews with the people that have been involved. We heard a bunch of speeches from a lot of different groups: anti-war, Palestine, LGBT rights, a lot of other issues that they covered. Yeah, it's been really hot out here, I should add too. But they're about to start marching. You can see there's land back flags, Palestine flags, Gaza flags. A lot of talk about immigration because Trump is such an immigration hardliner. So that's been a major subject today as well. So there's some thousands of people here. We don't have like a high level, view of the crowd, but there's definitely a pretty large crowd. A lot of people from other cities, a lot of people from Minneapolis. We heard very similar to some of the stories we covered lately on Unicorn Riot, a conviction that a family is challenging is false from the 2000s. We've had other stories like that, Mahdi Ali as well, recently on Unicorn Riot. So anyway, thank you all for coming. We're gonna try to follow the march if we can. We might not be able to bring our equipment. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all for tuning in. Again, if you support our work, share our work, let people know that we're covering this. unicornriot.ninja/donate. Also, on our website, we have a new post about the mobile field force system and the way that national special security events are designed to basically serve as a kind of training for police around the country. And so the National Special Security event, which brings together 4,000 officers as well as military units into one city, one place, they use the mobile field force tactics that they are trained in by the federal government. So I just wanted to mention that, give you a little context there. It's up on our website if you want to check it out. Thank you all for tuning in. It's a hot day out here in Milwaukee. We're about to see everybody start to march, I think, out that way. I'm sorry, they're going to actually go south first, I believe. Thank you all for tuning in, everyone. And thank you, Dee, on the back end, Nico on the back end. Thank you, Chris, on the back end.
Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town! Get up! Get down! We don't want Trump in this town!
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Microphone working?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us. We're here at the 2024 Republican National Convention. We're moving south. We're heading towards the heart of the convention right now. Thank you all for joining us. You can find out more about how the convention security works on our website, unicornriot.ninja. We've got a new piece on the mobile field force posted up this morning. So we're going to try to get some interviews with people. There's a lot of different groups here. Obviously, LGBT rights, Palestine, immigration rights. Those are all really huge right now. This march has been pretty carefully planned. It took a couple years of fighting with the city and court to get this route opened up. The authorities have been trying to basically keep the marches away from the possible. The counter demonstrators. Oh man, we might have a frequency problem with our microphone. All right, we'll try to.
Telemundo interview cutting in.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, Telemundo. We're gonna try to talk to some of these folks. Sorry.
No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump.
All right.
My name is Tracy. I'm with the Climate Justice Committee of Minnesota, and we're out here because we want to be in the streets opposing the anti-people, racist, and anti-environment agenda of the Republican Committee, RNC.
So, how do you feel about the turnout today and how everybody organized to get here?
So I can only speak to Minneapolis. We organized buses, and we had 2 full buses of people coming out to oppose the Republican agenda. It looks like a lot of people. Hard to say in the middle.
So what are some other issues that you've seen people talking about today?
A lot about Palestine. The primary issue in the world right now is Palestine, and the Republican agenda is anti-Palestinian, much like the Democratic agenda. But also, we're standing with our immigrant rights, with the immigrants in the United States who have had nothing but shit time under Trump, and also standing with reproductive rights to our friends in Manac who organized to come too.
Anything else you want to add right now?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tracy. Appreciate it. All right, that was Tracy from Minnesota talking about some of those issues. Cool. Do you want to talk more about climate action? Like we heard you speaking earlier today. Can you talk about that? You're live right now.
Absolutely. My name's Gemini. I'm with Climate Alliance of the South Sound, and the Republicans have a terrible track record with the climate. Most of them are climate deniers. In, unprecedented heat waves, unprecedented weather, we have people who are acting like things are fine. Things are not fine. Things haven't been fine for a very long time. And I'm out here and I'm excited to fight back against the war in Palestine. Palestine deserves complete liberation. The U.S. military is the world's #1 polluting entity. Like, bombing and destroying trees and forests in Gaza is an environmental issue. And so we stand for all the people of Gaza and all indigenous people around the world.
What kind of organizing is going on right now around the climate issues? What do you think will be, and how has that happened during the Biden administration? Have they been keeping a lid on climate organizing? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so the Biden administration is also abysmal, right? They like to just greenwash stuff and act as if they're making green policies, but they're not. They're just shifting capital so that the same companies who got rich off of oil are now going to be able to get rich off of green energy at the expense of the planet. Unmitigated mining, human rights violations, labor violations, digging up lithium from the global south to bring it to create batteries that run off of coal and hydropower that's built illegally on indigenous land, or even not illegally. Still, the energy that's built on indigenous land, it's bad, right? The Democrats aren't better for the environment. They represent the same corporate interests. They represent a different faction. They represent a different faction of the corporate interests of the super wealthy, the monopoly capitalists. So I'm down with the Democrats. I'm going to be at the March of the DNC with Climate Alliance of the South Sound as well.
Okay. What are people doing to organize right now about climate issues?
Right now we are fighting back in our local communities. For example, I live in Tacoma, where they illegally built a liquid natural gas refinery on Puyallup land illegally. We took them to court over it. We are fighting locally. We are fighting for Indigenous sovereignty. We are fighting for Indigenous rights to improve our living conditions. So this is part of it. Is fighting for national change, but the real fights I think are local.
How does it feel to be going into like the heart of the security sector here ahead of us?
I'm excited. Bring it on.
Anything else you want to add right now?
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. I think we might want to stay on the inside, maybe. All right. Do you want to talk about why you're here today?
What's that?
You want to talk about why you're here today?
Oh, yeah. I'm here because I have a mother, I have a sister, and I will not allow a fucking rapist as a president.
Thank you very much. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? We're with the Unicorn Riot Live.
Down with imperialism.
Thank you very much. So we're heading west right now.
Can I do it again without the profanity?
Well, we're live right now. You can say what you want. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? Okay, cool. All right.
Let's try to work our way up.
Okay. Yeah. So we're heading west into downtown right now. Hundreds of thousands of people. Definitely a few blocks worth of marchers for sure. Lots of signs, lots of different groups. You want to talk about why you're here today? We're live right now.
Sure. How you doing?
Good. We're live with Unicorn Riot. We cover social issues.
We're here to emphasize that we need an immediate ceasefire for Gaza and to free Palestine from the Israeli occupation once and for all. Thank you.
Anything else you want to add? Thank you very much. You want to talk about why you're here today?
No, I'm good.
Thanks. Thank you.
Let's take this chance to...
Okay. Yeah. David, you want to talk about why you're here today?
I'm working.
Okay. All right, so we're going on the bridge here. You can see the U.S. Coast Guard with a pretty large machine gun on the front of their boat down there floating around. The river is closed off right now. This is one example of the many complicated systems of the U.S. security state. So on our website, Unicorn Riot, we have a lot of information about national special security events. This is the fifth one I've been to. They do a lot of strange stuff with the military. They also used it as an opportunity to train police around the country and riot control. You guys want to talk about what brings you here today?
What brings me here today was simply to stand in solidarity with the people and resist against the capitalist power structure.
Just stay here for a second. My guy's over there. But yeah, just keep talking.
Basically, I'm here basically in solidarity with the people and resistance against the capitalist power structure, because both the Republicans and Democrats are trash, and all capitalist politicians are just pigs of the power structure, and we need to take out the capitalist system and implement socialism.
How do you feel about the different groups that you've seen today? It's a good variety? Or?
It's a good variety and all that stuff, but we just got to know that the main way we get liberation is through destroying capitalism and resisting against all capitalist power structures, such as the Republicans and Democrats out here, and showing that we have the power out here to basically change the world out here, and we gotta be radical out here, pretty much.
Okay, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him. I'm here for the same reason. Regardless of how many groups are here, we're all here for the same reason.
Exactly.
We're anti-white nationalism.
Yeah.
We're anti-Republicans. We're anti-Democrats even most of the time. All of them are fucking Nazis, and we have to fundamentally change the whole system.
Exactly. We have to change the whole system because we live
Free Palestine.
Right, free Palestine. Yeah, because we live in a police state, and basically this. Because we live in a police state, and this capitalist country, it thrives off racism and imperialism, as what you see what's going on in Palestine right now, and plus the genocidal war against black and brown people and other people of color here at home in the U.S. So it's just very urgent that we have to take the power within ourselves and organize ourselves and continue to politically educate ourselves on what's going on, so we can take down and overthrow this capitalist system.
Do you feel like there's a sense of kind of a police state over the city right now? Can you talk about how that feels?
With all the cops.
Anything else you want to add right now?
Basically, like I said, free Palestine. Yeah, free Palestine. All power to all the people out here, and black liberation for all too.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah. My name's Dan. I really appreciate your time today. We're live right now, so that went out. Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. All right. So we're just, we're talking with the folks that are out here marching. We're over the bridge. We're in the downtown side now. Thanks you all for joining us. We're here at the Milwaukee Republican National Convention 2024. And some of those people with the yellow vests that we saw, oops, there's a Vets for Peace flag. Vets for Peace. So some of the yellow vests that we saw are part of the DOJ Community Relations Service, which I think goes back to the 1960s. It's an agent of the Department of Justice, which is involved with protests. We also saw them at 2008 Republican National Convention. Again, if you want to learn more about how policing tactics that are used, these events are used as an opportunity for... So we're here, it's facing south again on Plankinton Avenue. So that sign up there is talking about Project 2025, billions to big oil, heat advisories, political message on that sign.
Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get up! Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get up! Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get up! Get down! Milwaukee is a union town. Get down!
Thank you all for joining us. We have not seen the mobile field force. I do see some bicycle cops south of us, but it's some police, I think, from Columbus that have been along the march, but not heavily here. Michelle, want to talk about why you're here today?
What's that?
Would you want to talk about why you're here?
I'm here to resist the Republican Party's agenda.
No hate! No fear!
Why am I here? I'm here because I care about our country and I want to preserve democracy.
No fear!
How do you feel? Go ahead.
I just said for everyone.
How do you feel about the turnout today and the different groups that you've seen?
It's a wide variety. Yeah, it's a big coalition. It means that there are a lot of different people who are against Trump and against the Republican takeover of our country.
Are you from Wisconsin?
Milwaukee.
How does it feel to have this operating in your city?
Well, it gives me an opportunity to protest I wouldn't have otherwise. I'm not happy about having the RNC here, but I'm happy to have the rally.
Do you feel like people have been intimidated because of all the police and the security?
No. No.
Anything else you want to add or groups to mention?
We want to fight for democracy, and I think that's really on the line in this election. Bottom line. I hope we win. That's all. I'll do anything so we can win.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Here's our card. Here's our card if you want. Thank you. They're going to move now. They're moving. All right, so there's definitely some thousands of people. It's a few blocks worth. There's still people coming around the corner over the bridge right now. We saw a Coast Guard small boat with a big size machine gun out on the front of it. How you doing? Do you want to talk about why you're here today? It's been a long time. We met before a long time ago, probably it's 04 or something. Can you talk about the organizing that's going on?
Well, it's exciting to see people out on the street here walking as close to the convention center as we can get. And, you know, I think it's even more important than ever after this attempted assassination of Trump to be here to say that, you know, at least my group, we're against all kinds of violence. We've been saying the Republicans and Democrats, stop the gun violence, stop the bombs, stop the militarization of our economy and our country. And so that's why we're out here. But, you know, people are here for all kinds of different reasons. But basically, they're here to say that this two-party system doesn't work for us. And many of the same people are going to be at the Democratic convention with the same message.
So you feel it's kind of like a full-court press against both parties right now?
Absolutely. You know, you talk to people here and they say, I can't vote for either of these candidates, no matter, we don't even know who the candidate's going to be for the Democrats, but that these parties have betrayed us, they don't represent us, and especially young people, you know, especially young people who say there's no future with these parties. You know, we have a climate crisis, we have a crisis of potential World War III in Ukraine, which the Republicans and the Democrats keep going. We have the Middle East crisis that could turn into a regional war. And we have both parties, especially the Republicans, attacking China. So, you know, this doesn't work for us.
So a climate of international tension is increasing, would you say?
Absolutely. At a time when we need to cooperate. You know, China's on the leading edge of green energy, cars, you know, all kinds of things we need to learn from. And instead of learning from them, we're talking about them as our enemy and using it as a justification to modernize our nuclear weapons. It doesn't make sense.
Anything else you want to add right now?
Well, it's just great to be out here in the streets, and thank you for being here.
Sure. And your name again? I'm sorry, we met before.
Medea Benjamin, Code Pink. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So Medea Benjamin, longtime career peace activist in the United States. That's Medea Benjamin with Code Pink. So this is a SDS banner. So there's obviously plenty of journalists out here, some police, not a ton. The march has been, oh wow, that's a lot of people up on the parking ramp there. Everyone's getting pictures on the Art Deco parking ramp. All right. So, Omar, you're one of the main organizers. I'm live right now on Unicorn Riot. How do you feel things have come together after fighting with the courts and everything to get this route open?
It's what we deserve. We fought hard for this for 2 years. We get the city no choice but to give us an agreement. We're looking at 3 to 4K people right now, and the number's only getting bigger.
So, how much work did it take to just to even get the protest march space? Like, it seems like they made it so difficult. Can you talk a little about that process?
Yeah, it took about 2 years for us, and you know, we tried doing it the safe route. We tried doing press conferences, rallies, we did all of that, and it's eventually we had to take them to court. And so after court, you know, they had a Trump-appointed judge, and we still didn't get our permit. But because of the pressure that we put on, the call-ins that we put in, the rallies that we hosted, all of that made it so we won.
Do you feel like, has there been any, you know, sort of like spying or surveillance that's been noticed in the city, anything like that? Back in 2008, we had a lot of that in the Twin Cities. Has there been weird shit happening in town that you've noticed much of?
We have a lot of folks from the Twin Cities, actually, that were at that march over there in 2008. And yeah, we really have saw a lot of surveillance in the city. It hasn't deterred us at all. We're just going to continue marching.
So we have a new report up on our website about how national special security events are organized and a lot of inner details that are not well known to people. We just put it up this morning, so you can let your people know if they want to learn more about the structure. It's all up online. Is there anything else you want to add right now?
No, join us. If you're in Milwaukee, come out. The water's good.
Thank you very much. So that was Omar. He's one of the main organizers here. We heard him speaking earlier. So he was talking about the difficulties that they had in trying to get this march route that we're on right now. It did not come for free. It did not come easily to even get this march on this route at all. It was very difficult for them. But they did it. and we were concerned that we wouldn't necessarily even be able to have equipment down here, but because they have very rules that would make media work difficult, were also publicized. So we see, message about immigrant rights, message about Palestine, Black Lives Matter, peace and justice, poverty and the rich, Donald Trump, immigration, Gaza. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? We're live right now. Do you want to talk about
Here to stand against the so-called two-party system, the two parties of genocide.
If you're marching with us, I need you behind the banners, okay? All right. Anything else you want to add, sir? Sorry about that. All right. He went that way. All right. So these police are from Columbus, Ohio. So, and they are clearly marked with their badge numbers as well. So there's, about 4,000 law enforcement officers. They get brought in this system, and there was $75 million put into this from a budget from Congress for this march. So we're being directed to turn east on Wisconsin Street. Where'd Chris? Sorry, 1 second, folks. Sorry, I lost you, man. I thought you went that way. All right. Yeah. Did you want to talk about why you're here today? Okay. Oh, I know. I keep losing you. I'm sorry. Let's stay put. Let's get in the shade for a minute. All right. Sorry, 1 second, folks. We're just repositioning here. What's that? Can you explain what you saw?
So, just zoom in on those bike police. I have to tie my shoe.
Okay. So the bike police are maneuvering? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, so we're going to turn this way while the march is... So yeah, bike police have been moving around ahead of the march. The march is turning now. And then I guess the Poor People's March is going later this afternoon. Sherry Honkola was speaking earlier. Cool, thanks. All right, let's just stay put for a second here. Right now?
Can't hear you.
Okay. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? Okay. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? What brings you here? What's going on today?
Well, I'm here to protest the status quo of two-party situation in the United States that hasn't solved any of our problems. They're both based on corporate interests, and unfortunately our health care is going down. As a physician, I find that very problematic, that we we are sending billions of dollars to assist Israel committing a genocide while our own people here have no health care. So I'm here to let Trump know, I'm here to let Biden know, I'm here to let both parties know that we need a third party.
Are you from the Milwaukee area?
Yeah, I live in Milwaukee.
How do you feel about how people in Milwaukee have mobilized in response to this event in this area?
I think it's amazing, and it speaks to just nationally that as American citizens, we recognize that these two parties do not represent our needs and our wants as a populace.
Where can people go to learn more about the organizing around here?
There's multiple organizations. There's the Party for Socialism and Liberation. There's Milwaukee for Palestine. I'm with Healthcare Workers for Palestine. There's the Coalition to March on the RNC, has a number of different organizations that are all out here today.
Cool. Anything else you want to add right now? Or what have you seen today from like the other groups and stuff? How do you feel about that?
I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it speaks to, again, nationally, that everybody is coming together to say that we're better than what we have right now.
How do you feel about seeing, like, for example, this Coast Guard vehicle that's like out there with a machine gun on the front of it? Does that feel intimidating?
No, I think it shows how they feel threatened, that the people together are saying enough is enough, and this is just a sign of it. They use their military force, just like Israel does, against innocent people that are just fighting for their rights for freedom and justice.
Cool. Anything else you want to add?
No, thank you. Free Palestine. Thanks so much.
Thank you. All right, so we're coming back on the bridge. People are leaving the inner downtown area right now. That is a U.S. Coast Guard vehicle with a good-sized automatic weapon on the front of it. There's a second one coming south in our direction as well under the other bridge. But yeah, the river's restricted today. I'm going to try to talk to the reproductive rights and LGBT groups out there. Say, do you want to talk at all about why you're here today?
Sorry, not right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you. There's people handing out water, trying to hold off the heat stroke out here. Cool. All right. Chris, I'm moving. All right. You want to talk about why you're here today? Can you talk about reproductive rights?
Defending abortion rights.
How would you say the Republicans are they trying to take those rights more broadly now? Do you feel like that's one of the major messages today?
Yeah.
How are people organizing against it? How would you describe that?
We're fighting for bodily autonomy in Minneapolis with the Minnesota Abortion Action Committee, and we're fighting against crisis pregnancy centers, also known as anti-abortion clinics, because bodily autonomy means for everyone, including for Palestinians, for trans people, for queer people, for people with or without vulvas, with everybody.
All right, anything else you want to add?
What?
Anything else you want to add?
We're marching on the Democratic National Convention too in August 19th, and support our work by following us, Minnesota Abortion Action Committee, and we are for free Palestine, for community control of the police, and for bodily autonomy and queer rights.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anything you want to add right now?
Abortion is fundamental to women's rights.
Are you also based in the Twin Cities or elsewhere?
Twin Cities.
Cool. There's a lot of people from the Twin Cities here, right? I'm also from the Twin Cities.
Oh, yeah. We had 2 big buses full. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? Cool. Hey, Colleen, how are you doing? Cool. Good to see you, Colleen. One of my oldest sources of expertise on the FBI and the peace movement. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm hot, but happy we came here from the Twin Cities. We had to ride a bus from midnight to get here.
So what are some of the major issues? I know you've been a peace activist a long time. What are you seeing today?
Yeah, 22 years, and I'm really sick of it because the perpetual war won't end, and it's all blowing back, including the attempt on Trump. It's all part of the blowback from the wars.
So you feel like that assassination attempt was just part of a climate of political violence that's been furthered by the state and the rhetoric from both sides of politicians?
The polarization, and frankly, the mass shootings, the depression, the suicidal, homicidal violence, it's all blowback from 20-some years of war. And people talk about motive, oh my God. And then Biden says, this violence has no place in America. It's on the news every single night. The mass shootings of, I mean, it's incredible, the hypocrisy.
Yeah. So just so people know, so you became known nationally as a whistleblower inside the FBI about 9/11. Is that true?
Right. For failing to follow up on all the information they had all summer long. Yep.
And so the FBI was essentially trying to politically cover itself on 9/11. And actually, we've seen even in recent months more information coming out from like 9/11 families that have continued to do research about this.
Well, it was always connected to the Saudis, but they were trying to operate those Al-Qaeda that came into California.
That operative Bayoumi.
Same as we operate the neo-Nazis in Ukraine, same as we operated bin Laden in Afghanistan. The U.S., for geopolitical goals, always operates extremist dissidents to topple other governments.
Cool. Anything else you want to add right now?
No, I don't have.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Out here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colleen.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Yeah. So Colleen Rowley, former FBI lawyer, and peace activist ever since. Thank you, Colleen. Take care. All right. So we're back. We're back east of the downtown area. How you doing? Hey, can you talk about Cuba at all? Did you be able to talk about the Cuba policy at all? We're live right now.
I'm not the guy to talk to. Talk about the
Okay. Can you talk about the Cuba policy? I was there last year. I'm curious to hear from Cuba. I was in Cuba last year, and
I've been to Cuba probably 25 years ago. I loved it.
So what's going on with America's Cuba policy and Biden maintaining the Trump?
Well, it's ridiculous. The embargo is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, that should have been ended a long time ago. It's just a vendetta for some reason, and maybe it's the strong anti-communist lobby of Cubans in Miami. But at this point in time, come on.
So does this Cuba policy, does that drive immigration into the United States as well? Does that cause more human movement because there's so much poverty from it?
Are you talking about because they're fleeing Cuba?
People have to leave Cuba for work and like emigrate into the United States for money.
Well, that's very possible. I don't know the statistics on that, but all I can tell you is that the embargo is criminal. It's hurting people. It's wrong.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're looping back now. We are looping back. Some more police. I think those are probably Columbus again. You want to talk about where you're Cool, thank you. Okay, we're going to reposition, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. We're here in Milwaukee, the 2024 Republican National Convention, going behind a Frito-Lay truck for a moment. There's, hundreds, maybe thousands. They think at least a few thousand people did come out for this. This is the big protest day at the convention. So we've seen a lot of different groups out. Land back, Palestine, immigrant rights, etc. People are handing out water. Better grab another water. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully our audio is clear. We had a little interference. International Migrants Alliance flag. Obviously, been running into a lot of people from the Twin Cities that have been out as activists for a really long time. Have all come down here. They took buses from the Twin Cities. So, yeah, it's been a lot of police from Columbus on this, but we haven't seen the mobile field force really out. But they're definitely, out there in reserve. You talk about why you're here today? Yeah. Do you want want to talk about why you're here today?
Sure. Came here from Denver to keep the fight back against these racist and reactionary Republicans. The students in Denver, Colorado are sick and tired of not having a future in this society. We want a society where the people have a say, where the people have power, where the people of this country can actually vote and see their. Sorry.
I was right at the microphone.
We want real democracy where people have power, where people aren't cut off the ballots, where voters aren't disenfranchised, and where elected representatives actually carry out what we want them to do. You know, so we want an end to these wars, this genocide. More than $263 billion has gone into Israel. We think that money needs to go back to the people. We think students deserve free education. We think students deserve food and housing. These are the sort of things that should be funded. These are why we came here. I'm proud to represent Denver SDS.
Can you comment on the crackdowns on student campus protests in the last few months?
Yeah, they've done nothing but light the student movement on fire. What we're witnessing is the first student intifada of more to come. Students are going to stand up and resist against this system. And so every time they come down with that repression, we come back with a fight back. And when they came to Auraria campus to kick us off on the 26th, our encampment doubled. And so we invite them to try and stop us because it'll only make us stronger. Students are learning through struggle.
So do you feel it's a catalyzing moment for your generation?
Oh yeah. This is just like the 1960s. Students are standing up and seeing this system for what it is. It's exposed for exactly what it is, and we oppose it. We stand here to expose it and oppose it.
Okay, cool. Anything else you want to add right now? Thank you for all that.
That's it. All power to the people.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, Unicorn. You guys are awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so we've been talking with protesters out here today. A lot of different people. Do you need to tie that? Do you need to hold it? Do you want me to hold it? All right, we're just going to hold for a second here. Thank you all for tuning in. So we got like thousands of people out here. We're in front of this Milwaukee City Hall. There's like a lot of land back signs, keeping families together signs, LGBT signs. Right now on Riot.
To support everyone here and to support LGBTQ, Palestine, all the groups here that are being destroyed because of the presidency.
What have you seen of the different groups here today? What do you think? What's caught your attention today?
The fact that there's so many people supporting everything and like it brought everyone together to support the same cause.
Are you from Milwaukee?
Yeah.
How would you say that the convention being set up in Milwaukee, has it been a source of concern for the last couple of years?
It's been horrible. I live in the middle of it, and it's only one entrance into my building.
Only one entrance?
Yes.
So you're having personal restrictions because of this?
Yes, personal restrictions. And when I found out about it, they made it seem like we don't belong here, even though they don't live here. So, like, the vibe was so off.
Are there any local groups in Milwaukee that you think people should know about that do organizing?
No, this is my first rally, so I'm also learning about the groups.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you very much. I can give you a card. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it's a local Milwaukee resident. So yeah, a lot of residents that, like, if they live inside the perimeter, they can have difficulty even accessing their homes. And in the past I've heard stories and seen like intimidation of local residents in those kind of situations. Here today. I'm with the Unicorn Riot. I'm just very curious about the land back signs and what that's all about.
Basically, what it talks about is free Palestine, but this comes back to Indigenous rights in America, in Canada, in Australia, around the world.
Where can people go to learn more about this?
Anywhere. Look.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. So there's been a lot of land back flags. We've seen quite a few. Good. Okay, we're on Water Street and Wells here in Philadelphia. We're in front of this beautiful Philadelphia stone building. I think it's the old City Hall. dropped a bit. Oh yeah, dropped a bit, right? Sorry, just a sec. Just a second, folks. Check. Is that clear? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry about the frequency mess. There's too many wireless microphones in the neighborhood today. But we got it changed. Thank you to the back-end crew. Sorry about the noise. We're back. We're coming back to the Red Arrow Park again. Thanks, all. All right. Obviously, there's only so much data that can be transmitted in this environment. We thank you all for your patience with the live stream glitches that always happen. So we'll try to get some more interviews here. People are going to stop moving in a few minutes, I think. So we're back. Thank you all for tuning in. We're here at the 2024 Republican National Convention. This protest went through the edge of the soft security zone. Some thousands of people. There's been some trolling counter-protesters, sort of Westboro Baptist types. All right. So, hey, Hey, we had some sound problem with our microphone anyway. Can you just say what you said again? So we'll just have this interview again because of the audio. Can you just talk about why you came from Denver and what happened with your generation in the protest?
I came here from Denver because students in Denver, Colorado, and all across the state of Colorado are mad as hell at the direction of this country. We don't have a future in this country right now. Students are facing unemployment when they get out of college. Students are facing college debt. Students are facing home prices that they can't afford. Students are facing a never-ending continuance of the forever wars in the Middle East, and we are sick and tired of it. And so we came here to march against the RNC, to join with the people, and to say no more. Students are exposing and opposing the U.S. war machine, and we're going to work to try and bring it down.
So would you say that the crackdowns on the protests were a big moment for your generation a couple of months ago?
Oh, big time. They thought by coming down to crack down on the protests, they were going to be able to stop it. It's a continuation of the idea that you can kill an idea, but they couldn't do it. All they did was light the student movement on fire and make it double effectively. We saw our encampment at Auraria in Colorado double when the police came on the 26th.
And we had coverage of the Auraria campus protest on Unicorn Riot earlier.
Yeah, you guys were the best media on the spot because you were the only media that showed the whole story.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add right now or where people can learn more?
You can learn more at sdsdenver.com or newsds.org for the student part of this whole thing.
Well, hey, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time today. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. All right, so that was this Denver student. Again, we're at the 2024 Republican National Convention. Do you want to talk about why you're here today? We're live right now. Did you want to talk about why you're here? Okay. Did you want to talk about why you're here today? What brings you here?
The RNC is representing a lot of beliefs and ideas and feelings that are so un-American and discriminating against so many people like me and like all the people here. And I need them to know that they will not do it unprotested.
Okay. Do you feel like... So do you feel like there's going to be more of a climate of repression against LGBT people if the Republicans get into office?
Absolutely. There already is in a lot of states that with Republican-controlled governments, there is promises by Trump and other Republican leaders that when they get into power, they will do things like not allow mention of queer people and queer rights in schools.
Erasure?
Remove the right to trans health care, especially for minors at like critical points when they are most vulnerable. So it's definitely a real issue.
How do you see people organizing against that?
I see it here. I see a lot of people who are part of a lot of different communities and identities and causes finding that they all have the same common thing to fight against and working together like this in order to make sure that we can all keep our rights.
Anything else you want to add or groups or anything like that?
Not right now. Thank you.
Do you want to talk about why you're here today? We're live right now? Okay. Thank you. Did you want to talk about why you're here today? We're live right now. Okay. What's that? Okay. Lorenzo is here. Lorenzo's around. We used to work together. Do you want to talk about why you're here today?
We're trying to urge the NIH to end their experiments on animals. They spend $22 billion every single year on animal experiments, even though over 90% of experiments that pass in animal models go on to fail in human trials. So it's a waste of $22 billion while countless animals are being tortured in labs, in NIH labs. We're urging the next president to cut funding.
You're with PETA?
PETA, correct. We do have a press release that you can take with contact info and everything from there.
Right. Cool, thank you very much. PETA.org.
Appreciate you so much. No, we're just, urging them to get these animals out of these labs.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So it's a PETA anti-animal testing message right there. It's a serious outfit. It's got like a fan inside of it. Cool. Did you want to talk about why you're here today?
Sure. I'm here to protest the presence of the RNC in our beautiful city. And I don't think they should be here in the first place. but I'm here to also say that the DNC is also going to be protested as well, because I think at this point the system is failing and both parties do not represent our values.
What's it been like to see this happening in your city for the last couple of years, this huge event being set up?
I mean, it is, first of all, disappointing that our city was